Girls, gamers, fellow fujoshis, you can thank me later for this one. What did I think planning this intro? Anyway, hey, I'm Hani, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite places in Tokyo, Ikebukuro. Ikebukuro. A random side note, actually, my Japanese friends asked me once, like, what is your favorite Japanese word? And I literally deadass said, like, Ikebukuro. Because I love that word so much, like, Ikebukuro. Which, by the way, translates to, like, bag pond. So I guess you could translate it to a pond where you can buy things or stuff your bag. And Ikebukuro sure is a place where you leave money. I think most of my money that I've spent shopping here in Japan, I've left actually in Ikebukuro. And that is for two reasons, which we're going to get into in this video today. So first of all, if you've never been to Ikebukuro, I feel like I need to preface with that the station of Ikebukuro, for me at least, at the beginning was just like a maze. It's very hard to find out which way you have to go because everything looks the same, and at the same time also it's so big with so many exits and also always so many people, because Ikebukuro of course is like a very popular city with a lot of people rushing around trying to get to their destinations. And when you're there for the first time, you're just like, wait, where do I need to go? And my biggest tip is just like, maybe in the direction that we're going with this video, you want to follow the exits towards Sunshine City, or just the exits that go out there, you know. I think it was the east exit. I think even at the beginning of Durarara, Mikado was just like a very confused where to go because the station is just so big, and also the station itself is like a huge center as well. Like there is a big Seibu there which sells the most amazing sushi and fish and things that you would ever want to eat. So of course, if you also want to stop by there, do it. But we're not going to focus on that in this video because we're going to focus on the less say for work side of Ikebukuro, for a lack of better words, or like just say like the more weeb side of Ikebukuro, because while it is a city that is most famous for shopping and Sunshine City and all of that, it is also a city that is famous for otaku related stuff, and actually even more so otaku related stuff, especially for girls, because while Akihabara has become a place of a lot of anime and weeb and otaku culture as well, Ikebukuro is more famous for Otome kind of reasons. And Otome, the word actually comes from like Otome games. And we're going to get into a few of the like key places like Otome Road where you can visit if you are a fellow weeb girl in Ikebukuro. And today we're going to talk about some of those places to go if you're a fellow girl who is into that kind of stuff and want to visit Ikebukuro, because for that reason Ikebukuro might also be one of my favorite places in Japan. Just feel accepted there, you know? There's boys love everywhere. No, oh my god. I'm exposing myself online, I'm sorry.
I get it. Fudanshi! Just the guy I need.
Huh?
Since you're fluent in fujoshi.
I'm what? Hi, Fudanshi speaking.
So my first stop that day in Ikebukuro was actually the new animate building, which is set to be fully finished in March this year, March of 2023. So for now it's only like half open, but it already is like one of the biggest animate I've ever seen in all of Japan. It is amazing, it is so clean, it is so new, it has the freshest merch and all the things that you could ever wish for outside, you know. There's also an animate cafe, and that's also a specialty of Ikebukuro, that there are many like themed cafes, so if you ever want to visit one, there's a chance that there might be one on in Ikebukuro, whether it be one of the animate cafes or also other themed cafes that you can find there. So yeah, if you want to drink coffee with your favorite character on it, definitely check those out and check out what kind of things they have on at the moment. It always changes, of course, according to season, according to what's popular. Right away, actually, when you walk from the station towards Sunshine City and our destinations, you come by like a cafe that's called Milky Way that was once featured in Tokyo Ghoul, or like an inspiration for cafe in Tokyo Ghoul. So yeah, Ikebukuro is also like a famous city in many anime and manga, and as such, like durarara as well, of course, is set only in Ikebukuro. So you can find a lot of like places that are famous from those kind of, I guess, anime picture spots, if you want to call them like that, and take a picture and say like, yeah, anime in real life, ha ha ha, am I right? Where are the ghouls that are trying to kill me and make me into ghouls as well? If we from there on out walk further towards Sunshine City, we also come by a store called Gamers, and it's like a big arcade with every floor is just another thing. Like you've got the crane games, you've got the Mario Kart games, you've got all the famous arcade games, and on the very top floor there's even like a store for gamers merchandise. So it really is like worth a stop if you want to try and play a few games with your friends or just visit an arcade for once in Japan. It is definitely one of the more charming ones. And then from there on out, of course, we come to one of the most infamous spots of Ikebukuro, Sunshine City. Now, Sunshine City, if you haven't heard of it, is like maybe even the biggest shopping center in Japan. In any way, it is massive. Sunshine City even has like a city built on top of it. It is like Ikebukuro Station. I got lost in there that day. I think I spent 5 hours in total just in Sunshine City. Not because I wanted to, but also because I got lost in the middle of it, and then I was hungry and I was searching for food, and then, yeah, because that's also why it is on this list here. Sunshine City features some of the most like themed cafes or like famous themed cafes in Ikebukuro, namely the Pokemon Cafe or the Pokemon Sweets Cafe, right next to the mega Pokemon Center, which was so busy. I went on a Saturday. I think the line that you couldn't even enter the store because the line for checkout was going all through the store. So you couldn't walk around the store because there was people trying to check out some of the goods that they wanted to buy there. It is really, truly so massive and so popular as well. But there's many other themed cafes in Sunshine City as well. I think there was a Sanrio one, and there's also like a One Piece store. So yeah, definitely for that reason, and also for the shopping reason, because you can find many cute clothes and like stores and fashion stuff there. So yeah, just Sunshine City is definitely a must visit if you go to Ikebukuro, whether you're an anime fan or not, because yeah, you want to spend money, just go there. You're gonna lose so much money there. There's also just always like another odd pop-up happening there, so you'll be sure to find something that interests you as well. But right if you go out of Sunshine City and look like across it, you can see the old animate store, and that store actually also marks like the beginning of Otome Road, which then goes on in that direction, as I showed you in the video as well. And it is called Otome Road because that road is famous for selling a lot of like video games, indie video games, girls themed video games, but also like boys love and merchandise for that kind of audience.
I really care about this girl, but I can't help asking myself, has she been wanting me to get with a dude this whole time? I don't know, man. I just don't think I have it in me.
And then there's so many Kbooks there, and yeah, like there's some of the greatest doujinshi stores in all of Japan there. Obviously you can also find doujinshi all over Japan, but that road specifically is just like famous for...
What exactly do you think being a fudanshi is all about?
One of the manga you gave me said that fudanshi will do whatever it takes to get their BL fix.
Wait, really? Miyano, you fool.
I was obviously only there just looking for video content. Yeah, but thank me later, visit some of those Kbooks, you find some of the most amazing art. Like, I find it so interesting also that doujinshi sometimes, if you go to the more popular fandoms, it is sorted like by authors, because there's just some like very famous authors that like produce content for specific fandoms, just like Haikyuu or Yuri on Ice or just even like Naruto. I mean, you've never seen Naruto like this. Sorry. Yeah, sometimes it's just ordered like with ships and everything. Obviously you need to be able to read Japanese in a way, because all of these are like in Japanese. There's no like English content wall for that, but I think it's still worth it, because just like manga, it's also about the art in a way. The art.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
It's not the kind of book you should wave around like that!
It's about the art. Otome games are like games specifically catered for girls, where you can often romance many pretty guys like ikemen and have like romantic, like princess-like storylines, which is like Otome, kind of like princess in a way. So that is why also the road is called Otome Road, because it was like it first became famous for like selling a lot of like games catered towards girls and also like games merchandise. But nowadays you can also find like idol stuff there, anime stuff, game stuff, just like anything your heart desires. There's also like I think a butler's cafe there. I saw that one that's called like Swallowtail. It's pretty famous as well. And also you can find a lot of cosplay stores and wig stores, and yeah, it's also like a big place for cosplay. Definitely just like walk down that street, that road, and you will find so many interesting stores, so many interesting kinds of merchandise. I couldn't film like everything because obviously you can't film sometimes in those stores as well. But yeah, I bought a bunch of cute, like also like merchandises and stickers and stuff like that. So your favorite boys love couple is bound to have some kind of merchandise at that street. It's always worth a visit. When I come to Ikebukuro, I definitely always check out that road, because also it's like depending on the season, there's just new stuff coming out every time. And while I love Akihabara, I would say that Ikebukuro is just as fun to go to. Anyway, to keep it short and sweet, these are all the spots that I wanted to share in this video. But Ikebukuro is full of many more. And if you end up getting tired running around all day, there's also just a bunch of great cafes and like stores to eat and restaurants there. So yeah, Ikebukuro is definitely worth a whole day trip in a way. And you can definitely spend a lot of time there. Anyway, that's it for this video. I like this because I exposed myself online again. No. But yeah, thank you so much as always for watching this video. I wish you a nice day, a nice night wherever you are. Hugging, and bye, back on my channel.